You're listening to the Weird Girls Club podcast with your hosts, Neve and Amy. We're back.
I'm forgetting I actually have to talk to you. When you counted in, I was like,
I know, I was like, what do we even say again? It's weird, we were never podcasting before.
Because Neve always does like a countdown and then we both start with like hi or we're back or whatever we say. And I was just, I feel like I stalled for a second.
Oh my god, you know
And I
what
was like,
that water was like sweet nectar.
oh yeah, Neve has a sore throat today, but we're soldiering on. We're very proud of her. Build a bus.
Is it this way or that way?
I don't know. Oh, I've got real itchy cleavage.
Yeah, oh, I hate when that happens. I do be reefing
Oh
out.
my god, did it come down? I don't think I've ever had itchy cleavage.
Just go at it.
Go on.
She tried making me itch and stop.
Oh, I hate. Do you know when whenever someone says,
Oh my god, I thought you were going to say evergreen there. You know, like the Will Young song. Make it evergreen.
oh yeah, I was gonna say whenever someone like you see someone scratching, it's almost like a yawn. When you're like, oh yeah, now I'm itchy. I'm boring her already.
Whoa.
We're a minute in.
Even the word yawn makes me yawn.
Yeah, no, that happens to me too. But, yeah,
But if you hear any ripping noises in the background, that's Trent with his new tie and now his destruction.
Trent likes it. If you ever notice at the start of the podcast, we kind of do get distracted straight away by Trent, Name's dog, because as soon as we start, he has like a little ritual of rearranging his bed, and he'll like flip upside down and turn it over in half and lie on it and just.
I literally thought he was going to shot me, Matty. I hope you. I can't wait to see this back because I literally lost. Because his legs were very far apart at the back and he was kind of making a squat and I was like, what are you doing?
Oh, he's gas.
He turns his bed into like a pancake and now he's just.
It just remind me of a hot dog, the way it just be folded over
Yeah.
like a pita, like a sandwich kind of thing. And then he lies on it, and it's like, if you're watching the video, it's like this like skinny thing because it's folded over in half, and it's a big bed, and then he just sits on it, and it's like,
What
it
is
just.
he? And he'll stay like that, like if I'm, because obviously I work from home, he'll stay like that in that bed, like comfortable like a pancake like that all day. He's a lazy boy. They said he was a medium energy. My arse,
he is a lazy shit.
He is a lazy shit. You found your right home. I'm a lazy shit too. Yeah. Nay.
Good night.
He started plonking down in the bed.
So cute.
Oh,
But
loves Amy.
this week, yeah, he does. I'm
love
a dog lady.
I'm a dog
I'm a
lady.
dog lady. Dogs love me. I wonder if I'll get a dog.
I think you love the idea of a dog. I don't think you actually want the dog. When
Yeah.
you've seen me now with like the cost and the
Yeah, it's so expensive and it's so much hard work.
yeah, you can't just like up and leave whenever you want.
No, like it's actually so much responsibility that I do love the idea of a dog, and don't get me wrong, like I love dogs. We'll definitely have another one like in the future, but I'm so glad that I never got one when I got into like real phases of like living over here. Like when
because
COVID
you were
started,
thinking of fostering with me.
I was thinking of fostering, and then I ended up minding Fletcher, my auntie's dog, for a couple of months, and then I didn't foster a dog, obviously, because couldn't have two. And then I was just like, I realised how much work is. It's literally like a child.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you had to go out and do something, you need to make sure that you're up early to walk the dog, feed the dog, and then you're back in time, because you can't just leave them at home all day either.
They're in a routine.
Yeah.
So and you want to keep them in that routine, especially rescues.
Yeah, rescues need like so much attention and
like
stuff.
people say, oh, like just get a rescue, it's cheaper. Yeah, rescues are great. I will probably for the rest of my life I'll always rescue. But rescues are a lot of work.
Yeah,
like they come with a lot of baggage, like a lot of baggage. And we've only kind of got Trent like I think he's only fully kind of settled now. I think he's the best he's ever been now.
Yeah,
like 100%. The
100%.
separation anxiety is so much better. Like he's crate trained. Like you've seen him now. If I say into bed, he's just jumps into the crate. Like he's
and like you have him over a year now, just over a year.
We have him since April 2020.
Wait, so it's 2 years?
It'll be 2 years in April.
No, because it's 2022. So you got him in 2021 then.
When did I?
You got him last year. You got him last year.
Last year, so last
Last April,
yeah, so it was
a
April
year and a bit.
2021.
Yeah.
So it'd be 2 years in April.
2023.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's like 2 years, like nearly 2 years, and he's only kind of.
Yeah, because you don't know where, like, most of them, you don't know where they've come from or what they've experienced, and like if they're rescues like that, I mean, 9 times out of 10 they haven't had a great experience. Like,
exactly, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know,
like, he has scars and stuff on him, so
yeah, it's so sad.
But like, we were shocked when we first brought him up into the apartment, like, and just like, he didn't make strange. He was like, "Yeah, this is my home now." And I was only foster, and I'm like, yeah, don't
get too comfortable.
Yeah, you're like, you're not though. And it's such like full circle, because when I was a kid, like, my childhood dog was a black lab, so it's like full circle. Yeah. So Aaron said some fella stopped him the other day, or some woman was coming out of the building near the park. We walk him to the little small park, the condo building that's like behind it.
Yeah.
She came out the door and she was like, "Oh, is that a Shar-Pei?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's a Shar-Pei mix." And she was like, "Yeah." She was like, "He looks like a Shar-Pei." That's like 3 times someone said it to Aaron on walks.
Yeah, because I think when you fostered them, they initially said like, "Oh, lab mix," but I think a lot of dogs, as soon as they kind of resemble a lab at all, they're labeled like lab mix, because labs are like such a family friendly dog that people are like, "Oh yeah, it's a lab mix, it'd be grand, like good temperament, whatever." But he definitely does. I remember we went through phases of trying to figure out what he was, and I was like, his face is kind of like Great Danish, like his snout and stuff, and the
chops are really like floppy.
He's just like not that tall, like. And then when we realized Shar-Pei, we're like, oh yeah, I also see that as well, like that bit
it's
of
the
him,
wrinkliness,
like the skin and stuff. Like his body is kind of like a Shar-Pei, like with the little rolls.
And like Shar-Peis are like really territorial. They're very protective of their humans, like, which he is. He doesn't like certain people, like when you're walking him, like he'll look around to see who's walking, he's always on guard, like. You need eyeballs in the back of your head on. But like, he used to hate squirrels and stuff, and he just kind of like, oh, the fucking squirrel.
Yeah, because now
like,
you've
sometimes
like
he'll like jump at it. But remember what he used to be like with squirrels.
Wild, like the photo.
When we first brought him out one day, me and Amy were going down to the distillery, remember? And he used to be bananas on the lid, because it was just a rope lid, and he used to just swerve and all, remember? Like, there was he had no walking etiquette at all. Like, and Amy was like walking ahead of me, so she was trying to like scare all the squirrels away.
He was like nuts for a squirrel. Like, we're not even exaggerating. Like, he would pull you till the end of the earth, and it would try hop any fence or go under any fence.
Yeah, he didn't
to get at a squirrel.
Yeah.
So thinking back, like, that was just the funniest thing. Like,
I still think about it. So Amy's like walking ahead, and she's like trying to like just like not do anything to the squirrels, but just like, they see humans, they technically like run.
Yeah.
And this one squirrel was like, "No, bitch," and it like ran at Amy.
It like squared up, because it like stood on 2 feet, and I was like, just looked at it, and then like I was like, I just went like boo, or like wow, like Joe just made a noise for it to just like run back to the tree, because there was a railing between us anyways, or there was like a little wall or something, and then he just started like run towards it, and I was like, holy fuck. I was like, squirrels over here are just different.
Oh, they have like they have balls.
Yeah.
The amount of them I've seen every time I'm out, we're like trying to like them just sitting there like eating their little like nuts, like it's like literally something like a Bambi. Like,
yeah, it's so like, different than like back in Ireland, when you might see the odd one like jumping from a tree. Yeah. Where here they just run everywhere.
Oh yeah, and they're black here. They're black squirrels. Like,
my man Connor would be fascinated. They're like, look at that squirrel, it's black, and everyone they say to take a picture of, I'm like, oh my god.
Because what colour are they in Ireland? Like brown and ginger. There's red squirrels as well, isn't there?
Yeah, but there's like a big tree across the road from my building that I can see when I'm sitting down, and there's one that like lives in it, and I do always see it like running up and down like the branches. It's kind of cute. I'm like, oh, it's like Chip and Dale. They are cute. I know they're chipmunks, but reminds me of Chip and Dale.
But they can be vicious too.
Yeah, but right, the thing is, right, what is the difference between a squirrel and a rat? One has a fluffy tail, so it looks cute.
And what they eat? Rats don't eat nuts.
Do they? Oh yeah, rat. Yeah, I suppose. Because I had this thought, right? I was like,
rats are like sewer animals.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Because I had this thought, right, and I was like, I must say its name, because obviously if you said someone a rat or a squirrel, majority of people were like squirrel, because we associate squirrels with being like cute, and then it's like rats are like dirty and disgusting, and it's like, well, what really is the difference? I mean, squirrels are just as dirty, but then I suppose rats do like rummage in bins and like eat stuff out of bins.
Because aren't they like rats and raccoons are like related to each other, aren't they?
Maybe, yeah.
Raccoons are super fucking cute.
They're cute.
But they are vicious animals.
There was one in that tree last year.
Was there?
Yeah. I only saw it once. Like, I don't know where it came from. I remember one day I saw loads of people, like, and had their phones out chain. I'm like, what are you looking at? And I was like, oh, it's a raccoon.
Because they look like little burglars.
They usually are, like, in animal movies, they usually are the burglars, aren't they?
They look like little burglars. Because of the black rings around their eyes, they look like the little... Remember, was it the McDonald's thing? They had, like, the burglar. They had, like, Ronald McDonald. They had characters, like...
Oh, my God, yeah!
Wasn't there, like, the burglar or something?
I don't know why I went to say there, but I meant to say all the characters, and I just goes, all the con.
All the con.
All the con. The convicts. Gonna lock me up, won't let me out. But do you know, I contemplated getting a cat for a while.
Oh my God, I'd not be friends.
I still, like, think about it sometimes.
Getting a cat now.
Yeah.
I don't mind when other people, like, have cats, but I'm not a cat person. I don't like how they can get on top of everything, get on top of your counters, like, no.
Yeah. See, I think that's the one thing that would freak me out. It's like, how do you train them to stay on the floor?
And, like, you could get a cat and you don't know the temperament of that cat. That cat could just fucking hate you. Like, cats are a very independent, get the fuck away from me type of animal. Like, they're very independent. Like, my dad used to be real big into cats. He used to have cats, like, and now we, like, obviously he loves dogs, but he's like, the difference is, like, if you're looking for, like, company, the cats are not it.
But I have, like, because I read up on it to see, like, what they're like, and it's like, they do, but they like their owner. It's not like, you know, when people come over to your house and the dog's like such a social animal, it's like cats are opposite in that, but then when it's like one-on-one, they are supposed to be great, like, companions. I think, like, you get a dog for loneliness, like, it works for a cat as well. But, like,
I just don't
picture
you being a cat person though.
Yeah, I don't know. I did think about it for a while, because I'm like, it's not that it's less like, it's kind of less responsibility than a cat, but it's still having, like, a little animal.
Yeah, goldfish.
No.
Why?
I stink up my gaff and just take up space on my counter.
A little goldfish does not stink.
It would. You'd have to, like, clean.
Have you ever had a goldfish?
Yeah, I have had goldfish.
Well, then you know they don't smell.
Well,
how big are your goldfish? Fucking cods in the fucking tank.
I had a turtle before that. The turtle stink.
I always wanted a turtle.
Turtles stink. Disgusting.
Yeah, no, I'm not, like, I don't mind people who have cats. Like, if I go in somewhere and someone has a cat, I'm like, that's grand. Like, I'm nothing against cats. But then I seen when the cat attacked Trent that morning, I was like, I fucking hate cats.
Oh yeah, well, that's
vicious
different.
little bastards. And that was someone's cat. Like, that was a pet cat.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, no, I was contemplating it for a while, and I still.
Do you ever see the videos on TikTok, like, and people do, like, owners would just be like lying there and that cat just comes and fucking scrapes the face off them for no reason, just runs away? Yeah. I'm like, no, I'm not into that. Like,
but they obviously know it's gonna happen. Like, who's just sitting there recording? They know obviously it's gonna happen. Like, either they know the cat or the cat.
No,
like,
do you ever see the ones that are like the home, like, you know, the way people have like cameras in their house?
Yeah, but, like, I've seen people do TikToks with their dogs and their dogs bite face off them as well. Like all that little Jack Russells. When they're, like, singing to them and the dogs are like, eh. Do you ever see them?
I think it's just cats are a lot more unpredictable.
I think that's a stereotype with them as well. Like, I'm not saying I know cats, but it is a thing that, like, dogs are friendly, cats are vicious. Like, that's just, like, the stereotype, I think, as well.
Plus, if cats, the way their nails grow, they don't grow like that.
Yeah, you have to get them declawed.
Their nails, like, curl, right? But they curl because they carry the bacteria under their nails. So if they scratch an animal, this scratch gets infected because that's the point of them. Their nails curl under, so they carry the bacteria under their nails. So
That's disgusting.
yeah, that's what I was worried, because when I told me that, like, that cat, like, jumped on top of Trent or wherever we were walking, he was like, oh, make sure he's not, like, scraped, because they carry the bacteria under their nails, because their nails grow they grow curly,
they
like,
curl around. Yeah, you know, that's nasty enough.
apparently, like, getting them, like, denailed and all now is, like, not, like, you're not supposed to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like if you were to go get your dog's ears, like, cut, or their tails cut.
Oh. Who knows?
Because apparently it's like you're taking away their defense or something like that.
Are they living in the wild? No.
But then again, it's like taking all their teeth out as well, do you know?
Yeah, true. Weird. I don't know. I probably won't get a pet.
But, like, there's no reason to take a dog's ears or tail off. I think that's the difference. Like, they do it for the look.
Yeah, because obviously technically you're not supposed to fight dogs, but that's what it originally was for. You take the tail off and you have them ears because like for fighting. Well, I suppose when they were guard dogs, when you think of like a Doberman or something, when they were guard dogs, they probably would have done that. Because it's like you can't really grab. Because
there was a girl or a couple in our building and they had a small like Doberman, but they had one of those hats for the ears, so the ears would grow pointy. Yeah. Because you don't have to wear them like a cast when they get them cut for a while. Yeah, that's sad though. I don't like the thought though. No, there's no point. Like, why put your animal through it? Well, if you have, clearly people have money. I had to get for a mole off him. It cost me over $1,000.
Yeah, no, it's definitely expensive. I'm buying them types of dogs. It's expensive. Yeah, but I think we'll jump into I think you have like. I don't think we even said what we were doing today. Oh, yeah. We were just doing like random chatty episode, and we had some like questions prepared. Well, not prepared, but a list of stuff we'll read out, and they will ask us questions.
These are literally just looked up like would you rather, and I clicked into a site and scrolled the fuck down. So
let's see how it goes.
We'll see. Like, some of them might be stupid because some of them are quite long, so I'm not actually reading them while I'm on camera. So I'm just like reading them out now. So the first one is, would you rather have the power to gently nudge anyone's decision or have complete puppet master control of 5 people?
Oh.
That was a very in-depth one. I didn't think these were really in-depth.
Yeah. Maybe slightly nudge everyone.
Or have complete puppet master control of 5 people.
So I wouldn't like that. Like, genuinely, I wouldn't like really either of them. But I think the other one,
I'd love puppet master control of 5 people. Like, Aaron, wash the floors.
Yeah, no, I don't really care for that. I think I'd go for the one to slightly nudge everyone. Yeah. You're in an argument, you agree with me, and they just like kind of probably.
But if you mastered that mind, you wouldn't.
But it's only 5 people. Who would your 5 people be?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I want that responsibility of all like looking after everyone's mind in another kind of way. And you have to care about the consequences.
Oh yeah, because if you're like a puppet master, you actually have to tell them to do everything. Then like.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
It's
I haven't got that much time.
It's like being your Santa Claus out of Santa Claus 2 when he has all the nutcrackers.
I love that. Oh, I can't wait to watch Santa Claus.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I'd slightly nudge, because then you might be able to influence people who, like, I know it's only a slight nudge, but you might be able to influence their opinions. Like, not saying to agree with you on everything, but like people who are like, I don't know, and I don't know. I lost my train of thought too. I'm not with it today. I'm on like, I actually don't know how. I went to sleep at like 5 o'clock this morning or something. But I'm saying like opinions wise, when people are being like assholes and stuff, you could like just slightly nudge them to like not be an asshole or something. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I agree with you.
But what are you going with for the last one? Are you going with slightly nudge or
slightly nudge? It's too much brain power to have to control 5 people.
Yeah. I always want someone to tell me what to do.
Yeah, I'm the most indecisive person in the world as well. So
I can barely motivate myself to do that, let alone 5 other people.
Oh yeah, fuck that. I love this bit in Nightmare Before Christmas.
Right, well, you can watch it later. You've already watched it.
I've watched it twice already in like the last 2 weeks. Would you rather snitch on your best friend for a crime they committed, or go to jail for the crime they committed?
Why should I go to fucking jail for what you did?
Yeah, so would you rather snitch on them and then not be friends anymore, or would you rather do the time for them and still be friends, basically?
Oh, it depends on what it is and how long it is. I've always been fascinated with the thought of seeing what prison was like. But I think I'd want to go to prison back home in Ireland. I don't think I'd want to go to prison here like in Canada.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like the Twgc is a nice place. I don't know. Don't they have like cats or something, or they have dogs or something in there?
Where?
They have like 2 dogs in the Twgc. Or maybe they've 2 cats, or they've something that like in there is just like a bleeding women's club or something of like murderers, thieves, and
I don't
addicts. Know. Well, it has to.
Would I rather snitch on you, or would I rather? I'd rather snitch on you.
So you'd rather not be my friend anymore?
I just don't want to be in jail.
Well, I'm definitely then if that's
You
the
were
case.
on a big snitch.
I just said right. I go to the doke. Is that when you said we can't be friends?
Only because they have a cat and a dog.
It just
No,
seems like
about being fucking friends.
No, well, I'm not going to bleeding prison in the bleeding middle of fucking Prague or something, or like in Guatemala
Yeah,
or
so say if
Panama.
you
I'm
had-
not being banged up abroad.
So say, well, technically, if you went here, you'd be banged up abroad, wouldn't you?
Well, I live here, so not really.
So,
but you know
no,
what I
but
mean.
it has to be here. You can't pick which country you go to.
I don't know what the prison system's like.
No, it doesn't matter. So here's your question. Some man's gonna.
Well,
walk
no,
in-
you just said no, so no. Fuck you and your friendship.
No, but that
podcast
doesn't-
ended.
So some man's gonna walk in here now and he's gonna say, "Are you snitching on her for the crime she done?" I see. It depends on what crime.
Yeah, it depends on what you did.
Is
Like,
it like
if
a
you're
mic-
doing like a mad hate crime or murdering someone for no reason, then I'm like, fuck that bitch. She's
Yeah.
a psychopath. How did I like survive?
Thought you were my friend. You're supposed to stick with me through thick
No.
and thin. If Aunt and you drove me to it, you cunt.
No, I did not.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had no response there.
Do you know what? I was like trying to think like what it could be like another crime.
No, but like if it was something like, see, I don't know what it'd be. Like, I suppose so many people like end up going to prison for stuff they didn't actually do. So I wonder, no, because you did the crime. I said you did the crime.
It depends how long. Like, if it wasn't like life and it wasn't like more than.
Oh yeah, max a year. I'm younger than you. I've life to live. I haven't met a partner yet. You were in a relationship. Aren't going to stick around and wait
Yeah,
for
so
you.
I have more to lose than you.
No, I have the loss of finding somebody or finding, I don't know, traveling or I don't know. You know, Aaron's gonna wait.
No,
on
that
you.
makes no sense. Like
That makes
ma-
so much more sense.
No,
you're
it
in
doesn't.
a 10 plus year relationship. He's not gonna leave you because you go to prison. He's gonna stick around. You have
Who
someone
knows?
to visit you. Are you gonna visit me while I'm
Yeah,
doing time
obviously.
for your crime?
Yeah, obviously. I'll send you a care package.
Yeah.
I'll see. Can you still do something else for the videos?
Like, can I just send her in with computer, like, so she can edit like these
Just
clips
a few,
and just sit there and add
Or just smuggle a phone in. It
No,
depends.
right, what do you think, right? If we were to do that, do you think...
No,
what
well,
would your crime
technically
be?
my fucking life is over by the sounds of it.
Why
I've
not?
nothing to live for. I'm settled. I'm not travelling.
I didn't say that. I just meant because you'd mess someone. I'm like, why would you take that away from me? You're
We have
touching
4
on
episodes
30.
to record ever killing each other in the force.
Yeah. You're touching 30 there. Like,
Fuck off. You say that again. I swear to God, I'm fucking yeah, me gav. Touching 30.
No, joking. But, right, I'm trying to think, what would your crime be? I think that needs to be decided. Imagine it was like, right, so
If it was that, it'd probably be robbery. Heist.
I was thinking drunk and disorderly, and it was like mistaken identity, and that's why they arrest me.
Are you fucking... Why would I be drunk and disorderly?
Have you met you when you've had a few drinks? You're a chatterbox, so imagine a couple more. It's like, oh, what's that show or movie? Oh, it's Brooklyn Nine-Nine when it's like Amy Santiago 2 drinks, Santiago 4 drinks. It's like, I wonder what happens when it goes past the chatterbox news.
Just
No,
sleep.
but-
It's just sleep then.
Yeah. No, because I don't think either of us are like have it in us to murder anybody or anyone to
No, it's
like
too much
murder.
effort.
Like when you think of it, murder or kidnap or like really steal something that bad. Like,
No, just money.
well, yeah, like if I could get away with robbing a bank, like
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
saying I wouldn't.
Yeah, but like if I
allegedly.
had to pick a crime to commit, it'd probably be robbery. Because I wouldn't want to murder or kidnap.
That's good.
I know, I'm a good citizen.
I was just thinking like if something random, like if you're not setting out to like commit a crime.
What do you do? It's so weird because
Like,
that,
put-
well, that's
like,
it. Like
that's
if you're
what I'm
not
saying,
setting out to do
I
a
was
crime.
just saying, I think it only got that way if it was like we were out drunk one night and like you just get drunk and you get caught like
Or we were
going
caught
to toilet
pissing
down.
bullet.
I literally, yeah, caught going to toilet down like Elaine or something.
You couldn't pull your drawers up quick enough. You got
Yeah.
caught.
And you were gonna do the time. Doesn't matter. What is the next one?
But yeah, if it was like for like a year, yeah, I'd do it.
Yeah.
If you had more like,
The thing is, it depends. Like,
What
do you
if I
have
had
this amazing
kids?
opportunity lined up, and it like, or you're pregnant? It's like, yeah, I'll do it, Dan. Well, I mean, you'll get free healthcare in the prison. Be out by the time the baby's born.
are you for real? I don't think anyone's massaging me poxy feet in prison now because I'm pregnant.
Okay, what about you? Tell me.
Who? Patricia? I don't think she gives a fuck about me
You
either.
never know.
Fuck that. She'd
never
probably
much
have a
went
fucking
one
blade
pills.
up to me neck. hormonal women in a
Shank
fucking yeah. I want your baby.
Do you know there was a TV show in America, and it was like called 60 Days Inside, where like non-felons or people who didn't commit crimes went in like undercover, but they were just like average people, like Dave from the post office and Mary from like Starbucks were going in, and they had to spend, it was like either 60 days or 90 days like in this high intensity prison, and they were basically reporting information to the warden on what he could do to like better the prison, like what does the women want. And then it's like, but also like, because some of the guards didn't know it was literally just the warden that knew. And then there was obviously like a TV production, I don't know if it was a little bit fake, but they used to have meetings like every 3 weeks or something like that. They'd have a meeting and they'd ask like, but like some of them like have been nearly getting in fights and all, and because you have to pretend they're in there for a crime. It was actually really interesting.
Oh, that actually sounds really good.
It's called, like,
Yeah,
60
like it
Days
depends
Inside
the
or something.
circumstances. I'd do it for you.
Yeah, thanks. Same.
If you were like, oh, I have a big trip coming up, I'd be like, tough shit. But like if it was actually something like that, like you had like big,
Imagine it was the day before your wedding, they come to arrest you,
oh, you'd be doing it for me, hon.
but I was pregnant.
You're doing it for me, hon. Yeah, sorry. After me wedding day, like maybe after me honeymoon as well, I'll come to them and say, right, it was the
You
wrong
would let
person.
your pregnant best friend get arrested for something you've done. How would you even enjoy your day?
Well, I spent
I
a lot of
wouldn't be
money on
doing-
it. If I spent a lot of money on it, I'd be like, I'm not getting locked up. Your baby's not even born yet.
Oh, she's a disgrace. You're a disgrace. You just know you're like, that's never gonna happen. You'll never be pregnant. You're pregnant, but it's my wedding day.
I'm pregnant, but your wedding day.
Yeah.
Would I take your crime? Would I do it at your time?
No.
Is it?
Would you expect me to do your time? So you done the crime.
Not on your
you're
wedding day.
pregnant. It's my wedding day in the police show. Would you expect me?
No.
No, that's good. I'd leave you there then.
No.
I
No, it's
might
your
see-
wedding day. Like
I might
that's-
see how
no.
see how long the booking time is and what honeymoon I have planned, and then when I come back from the honeymoon, I'll let you.
That's what I just fucking said about you, and you were like,
Yeah, but the difference was you were the wedding one and I was pregnant.
oh, so you just switch your
Yeah.
Yeah, no, if it was your wedding day, then no. But put it this way, if I'm pregnant, I'm just waiting to kind of fucking thing pop out, really, isn't it?
Yeah, true. Right, what's the next one? That one was
Being in prison might distract me for a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. You could take up like so many hobbies and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
could
have
take
nothing
up
but
like
time.
crochet. I don't think they let you have knitting needles with you.
Don't know. Depends on what your crime was. Well, yeah.
Depends on what your crime was.
Well, yeah, true. But vice versa.
Would you rather all conspiracy theories be true or live in a world where no leaders really know what they're doing?
Oh, well, we kind of live in a world now
That's
with
what I was about to say, yeah. We kind of live in a
Bingo,
world.
that's already on our bingo card.
So that means like Illuminati would be real.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want every conspiracy theory to be real because there's so many. Like,
If you
there's
say flat
so
earth, I
many.
swear to God, I'll kick you off the chair.
Well, it is a conspiracy theory.
Remember the day
But
you tried to convince me you believed in flat earth?
Neil's so good. Well, the minute you mention flat earth, she's like, tinfoil hat. She's so anti-flat earth. It's hilarious. But I don't believe the earth is flat, but sometimes I like to just get at Neve and like, but you don't really know because you've never been to space, like. But like, so the earth would be flat, alien to be real. All the presidents who know what they're doing would be lizards. What else would be true?
The Kennedys killed Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, that'd be true. What
There's
else
so
is there?
many.
Like,
There's
there's
so
so many,
many.
and then like, COVID was not real, and they just wanted us in our house so they could put microchips in our arms. That'd be true.
Yeah.
Like, there'd be so many stupid things. Like, be different if it was just like, oh, aliens are real and they're our friends. Like, that's different.
Oh.
Or like the Earth being flat wouldn't really change that because we've lived on there. Like, it's more the other ones like
The
that. are a bit
Bermuda
much.
Triangle would be real.
Yeah,
Do you believe in that?
I don't know.
I
always
don't not believe it.
Because you know what, right? I feel like when you're taught something in school, they teach it to you as such a fact. So when you learn about Amelia Earhart and go missing off the Bermuda Triangle, as a 10-year-old, you believe that section of the ocean's cornered off with like, people can't go there. People go to Bermuda on holidays, and I'm like, what? I'm like, cruises still go around it, planes fly over it. But like, as a kid, when you're told, oh yeah, she disappeared going over this, and people think she was lost there, and this and that, and it's like,
how does she just like get lost?
Yeah.
I think our plane must have crashed, and she's on like top of a mountain or something.
yeah.
But there's loads of people that have gone missing over that same section. It's like they lose power, they lose something in the plane. Like, it's so weird. I'm so interested
definitely
in
it's
it.
like a weird thing.
But yeah, I think I'd rather follow the leaders.
Continue living the way we're living.
Yeah.
With the leaders not knowing what they're doing.
Would you rather know all the mysteries of the universe or know every outcome of every choice you make?
Mysteries of the universe.
Mysteries of the universe. Yeah.
I'll eventually know the outcome of the choices I make.
Exactly. Like, that's life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I don't think I'm making that big of choices like either right now.
No. The only thing would be, right, you could write out every probability of the lotto, and you would know, if I do these numbers, I won't win. That's the only benefit of knowing that.
Yeah.
You could win. You could make yourself win the lotto. But I'd rather know all the mysteries, because
But
then
even
you'd know what happened to Amelia Earhart.
But even buying the ticket, you'd know.
But that's what I'm saying, right? So if you worked at the probability of like every possible number outcome, right, with what, there's 47 or something, however many different numbers is, and there's like 10 slots, right? There's probably like a million or however many possibilities. But if you took time to like write down, oh, these are numbers I'm gonna do, I don't know if it just poofs into your head like a vision, right?
Poof.
The vision, the numbers come, like, them numbers don't come out. So then you go to the next one, and then like, if I do these numbers, then I'll be a millionaire or whatever it shows you. Like, that's I feel like the only benefit.
Isn't it mad how much money would motivate you?
Yeah.
Money makes the world go round. Yeah, I think I'd got rather know all of the world's mysteries.
Yeah.
Like the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, like genuinely, what happened to Amelia Earhart? What happened to that fella I was only talking to you about the other day? What was his name? Lars from... Was he from Germany and he was in Spain, Portugal?
Oh yeah, what happened?
That man,
and the other fella that robbed all the money and jumped out of the plane.
Yes.
They have a documentary of that on Netflix now. Did you watch it?
No.
Thought that was one. It would have been one of the things you jumped on.
No, I actually didn't watch it. Oh my god.
Well, like,
his
not as
name's
if they
gone
know
blank
the
in me
answer.
head. What was his name?
Who's?
I'm picturing your man's name that jumped out of the plane. It's like on the tip of my tongue, and I'm literally picturing him. And I can't. Well, when I say I'm picturing like the sketch you have on.
What will I type in to find it?
Oh my god. His name is like right there. What if you find out his name? Just give me the first letter and see what I get. It's like
I can't because it's only 2 letters. His first name.
Oh, DB Cooper. I was like, oh my god, his name. Yeah. Like, what happened to him? What happened, Madam Milcan?
Oh yeah.
What happened to him? Yeah.
Where Keith Bennett is buried.
Who's Keith Bennett?
He was one of the victims from. Remember I was telling you about Ian Brady and Myra Hindley.
Oh yeah.
Where they buried, they'd never tell.
Yeah, you'd know all that as well. Like John Wayne Gacy, like how many people he actually did kill, and where they possibly are. Like, oh, that'd be so cool to know. Like all them mysteries, like all the unsolved mysteries and stuff. Just know where they are, and like,
yeah,
that could just be
knowledge is power, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I wish. Unsolved mysteries bug me. Obviously, there are 10 times worse.
I love
people
unsolved mysteries.
I hate not knowing the answer to something.
Well, think of the detectives on it.
That's what I'm saying. It's 10 times worse for people involved, like the family members.
Imagine
the detectives.
how much you're thinking you're letting people down
Yeah.
by not being able to just end of the road shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's no. I don't know. This one should be good. Would you rather spend 2 years with your soulmate only to have them die and you never love again, or spend your life with someone nice you settled for?
Wait, so 2 years with your soulmate?
And never love again.
Never love again?
Or spend your life with someone nice you settled for? It's funny because, like, you know what one you kind of should go for, but then it's like, is that the one I really want to go for?
I don't know what you think.
So I'm saying, like, you should go for like your soulmate. Like, you want to meet your soulmate. Like, If you believe in soulmates.
I guess it depends, right? If you'd never love again, are you content and happy, or are you depressed and will never love again?
I think
and
something
lonely,
like that, like you're choosing to never love again. Like you're happy, like you've met the love of your life. You know, no one like he or they were your soulmate.
Yeah.
That like no other love will ever top that love. Because you can still have friends, like you can still.
Yeah, no, of course. But then I'm thinking, right, then with the other one, if you settle, I mean, if you went with settling, is it a thing that you know you've settled and you're always contemplating leaving, or do you not really know you're settling and you like?
I think it's more like, oh yeah, well I know you're not my soulmate, but like you're just keeping me company, really. Like you're doing the job for what I need you to do, like.
Yeah, like there's obviously a few things that you don't like about them or something. I don't know, that's kind of hard.
Yeah, it's just like you know, like you've already met the love of your life. You've already had the love of your life. Well, actually, you haven't, because you're just settling.
Thing is, I don't know, because.
But if you don't know, you're settled.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you don't like. It depends on how like your mental state is. It's like, are you content with how things were with the love of your life? They are like, I don't care if I never love again, or is it I'll never love again? Like he's the one thing, and you're still obsessed over them, and you're always upset. Like you'll never move on with. Like P.S. I love you before she let go of all the letters. Like that kind of thing.
I feel so sad.
That is the saddest like movie, but so good. Or then when you're settling, is it a thing of you're always in a cycle of, oh, I should leave them and should better myself and should find someone, but you don't? Or is it you don't really know that you're settling? It's just, if you believe in soulmates, they're technically not your soulmate.
I think you always kind of know, like, to a certain extent, like when you're in a relationship for a pretty long time, you either know that they're the one, or like,
yeah,
you're like, do you know what? Like, this is just for now. This isn't forever. For me, I know I'd pick the soulmate. I'd rather have loved and lost than not loved at all.
Yeah.
And think of if you knew you had 2 years with them, think of all the stuff you'd make sure you get done in them 2 years with that person.
Yeah, true.
You could be with someone a lifetime and be settled and not do half the things.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think I don't know, I'm so torn.
I'd rather love and lost.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'd rather love and
lost.
So
too.
Yeah.
Then we can just spend the rest of the time together.
Exactly. So you just get like the romantic thing out of the way, then you grieve that, and to grieve it, you go and shake your ass on it.
Yeah. There you go.
Same.
Yeah, right.
Oh. Would you rather inherit $20 million when you turn 18, or spend the time earning $50 million through your hard work? Yeah, I want 50 million through hard work. No, I'll take 20 up front. Thanks.
But what?
Hasta la vista, baby. See ya.
So
bye.
You've spent 18. Wait. So
no,
have you spent your?
Would you rather inherit 20 million
when you turn 18?
When you turn 18, or spend time earning $50 million through your hard work?
But how long is the time now?
So say it's up to your 18.
But from when you're a baby?
What the age do they usually?
Or do they mean like in your lifetime you'll earn 50
million?
Oh,
maybe it's in your lifetime.
Yeah, no, 20 million. If it was like, oh, you'd have to work hard for a year.
And you don't know how hard. You could be in mines. You could be out on oil rigs for 6 months. You don't know how hard you're working.
Every job's a different level of hard. So it's like, what type of hard?
Yeah, are you a fucking window skyscraper cleaner? Yeah. Like, no thanks.
Yeah, and I'll take 20 million.
Like, it says hard work, so I'm assuming it's like long hours, probably no days off. Could be in the back arse of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'll take 20 million. Thanks very much.
Yeah, thanks. I'd rather sit me home and take 20 mil.
Yeah.
And then you put it in a savings account and you fucking live off the interest, you'd be laughing.
Well, the thing is, I guess the thing about if you're thinking about it, right? The thing is if you're thinking about it, right? If you grew up knowing you were getting 20 million at 18, would you be the same 18-year-old you were? Or would you be a snooty, spoiled 18-year-old that's going to blow that within 5 years because you knew, like, do you know what I mean? If you grew up knowing you had 20 million.
If you grew up knowing.
Oh, I can't speak. Knowing you had 20 million for you, you would have never went out and got a job while you were in college or while you were still in school, or you would have never had to work for an. So you'd have a complete different mindset. And
but what you might do though is,
but if I was the same person and I didn't know about that and it just got handed to me, then yeah.
But think of it this way, if say everyone in the world got it was inherited 20 million when they're 18.
Yeah, true.
Do you think a lot more people
one would work?
No, but do you think a lot more people would actually be doing what they love and what they're genuinely interested in because money's not involved? Do you not think they'd be genuinely happier people because they're doing stuff day to day that they genuinely care about and like?
Yeah, well, if it was an across the board thing, I think so, yeah. But then also sometimes, how do you find out what you really like until you're doing something you don't like, in a way?
That's what I mean. So they'd have the freedom to jump from thing to thing, to actually try these things. When we're in college, we were going for a job, we took the first job we could get.
Yeah.
We didn't have pick a fucking bag, like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I think you'd be a lot. Depends what type of person you are. Everyone's different. Not everyone's fucking can paint everyone's same brush, but
that's what I'm saying.
More than likely, you'd probably be a more round person, like more fulfilled person. I think if money's not in an equation.
Oh, 100%. You'd definitely be more satisfied in a way, but then
does that make you a nicer person?
What I'm saying,
because you're fulfilled.
No. So what I'm saying is like the amount of rich people whose kids get inheritance, right? Obviously, I'm not painting them all the same brush, but I would imagine they're a lot more entitled and arrogant than people, like if you put them in the same room as someone who's worked from like 15 and then eventually like built a company and made money, and there's got different levels of making the money yourself and earning like 50 million then be handed it to you. Now people who are handed money have different struggles because you have to live up to like family businesses, family expectations. There is still different struggles there. But I think you're a different type of people when you're handed money and earn money. I think that like if you're thinking about the question that way. Yeah,
I think at the end of the day, it depends what type of person you are.
I definitely take it. Anyways.
Oh yeah, 100%.
100.
Well, oh god, Goddy gumdrops.
We'll do one more. Is there one more?
We'll do one more.
Right.
Would you rather the general public think you're a horrible person but your family is very proud of you, or your family thinks you are a horrible person but the general public be very proud of you? What's more important, like how your family think you or how the public thinks of you? I think my family.
Yeah.
I don't know any Tom, Dick and fucking Harry walking down the road. I don't care.
Yeah, like no, there's no, like, I don't know. Like, how would you get thanks, like, in a way, like, if you're looking for thanks or any sort of gratification or fulfillment in strangers being proud of you, well, what are they proud of you for then, in a way?
Exactly.
That your family's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. I don't, like...
Yeah,
no,
I'd rather me family be proud of me than a lot of strangers. I don't know. I couldn't give a fuck about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
No, thanks. Definitely. Like,
but yeah, that was it. That was a quick question.
That was a real quick because it was like.
I'm sorry, I don't think we have the same oomph energy that we usually have in episodes, but I think the two of us are just kind of. I'm feeling under the weather, and Amy's not feeling great today.
Yeah. Couple of sick gals.
It's not COVID though. I done a COVID test and I'm negative.
Negative. But yeah, we are going to wrap it up for this week's episode. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching. If you're listening on audio, Spotify, Apple, or wherever it is, if you could follow and leave a review, we'd really appreciate it. And also check out our TikTok at the Weird Girls Club, where we post a bunch of clips from every episode. And yeah, see you next week.
Bye.